week's edition of the Baileyton Pro Company, TMBBNT, whatever you want to refer to it as show, presented by Starnes Barbershop, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the North Green Huskies and Lady Huskies basketball teams. As always, joined here with Lady Huskies head coach James Buchanan, Huskies head coach Coach Tarlton.
Here's how we're starting the show today. We're going to play a song and see if Tyler knows whose entrance music it is. I know poor Sam won't know. See how quick it takes him.
LA Knight.
LA Knight, you got it.
CM Punk.
CM Punk. Cody Rhodes, you're right.
Something.
I knew that one.
Johnny Gargano. No. Sing his name. Yeah.
He said Johnny Gargano.
I don't know why, but Seth Rollins. Randy Orton.
Golly.
You're pretty good. Hey, let's go back and get a couple of old school before we move on.
Okay.
Are you ready?
DX.
You're pretty good at this.
Stone Cold.
Oh my God, I just got them ready to get
Brock Lesnar. Triple H. You got a playlist too. I respect that. The Rock. Hulk Hogan.
Golly, that's elite.
Tyler made a 100 on his test.
Is it a 100? I did say Johnny Gargano
You
first.
fixed it.
I don't know.
You fixed
He
it.
got a race. He raced out. Fixed.
I might get a half point on that one.
Okay. All right. What else we got to do here?
Well, are we crunched on time?
Kinda. I mean, we got this skinny period that starts at 11. My bunch will be fine just to come in here for a few minutes. If Sam's comes in here, and we may have to go outside and tell him where to go. One of us will, but, you know, if we go a little extra, we're all right.
Well, do you want to jump right into basketball, or do you want to talk about the NFL playoffs yesterday?
Well, I know how to get the Chiefs beat next year. Pick them. I pick against them every year, so I can get them beat next year. Next year, I'm going to pick them.
We'll all hex them.
Yeah.
Because I'm the same way.
Either that or they're just that dang good. Maybe they're that good.
They are good, but it is hard sometimes to convince yourself that they don't get help.
You think they're getting some help?
Where'd they get help last night, you think?
Okay. Texas fan through and through. Love Xavier Worthy. But when he supposedly steals the ball away from the cornerback, if you look at the replay, the ball hits the ground.
Yeah.
So to me, that's an incomplete catch. First of all, I thought it was an interception because the Bills guy gets control and X just happens to have his hand in there. So when they go to the ground, he puts both hands on the ball. That would give the catch to the offense. But if you look at the replay, it was right before the 2-minute warning, I think.
Yeah.
Or right after the 2-minute warning.
There was a
In the first half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I missed that.
There was
We'll
a
show you
defensive
replay.
holding, though,
Yeah.
and they were going to have it inside the 20 anyway. So.
But the fact that you get it on the, 2-yard line
Yeah.
like that, when the ball hits the ground and they don't review that part, the fourth down play in the fourth quarter,
He didn't make it.
I thought he did.
I think he made it. I
Even
thought he made it on third down.
Who was the expert dude? Gene Steratore?
Gene Steratore even said he got
came
it.
in and said, I think he made it by a third of the football.
I
You know
thought-
what that means.
I don't think you guys could have seen enough to.
I thought the tight end got it on third down.
He may have.
It's a
That
conspiracy.
one lost the game, though. They're short.
Why they
rallies
like him
done.
so much?
I don't know.
Because that's a split roster. You've got your Swifties, and then you got your Trumpers. So,
Talking about the Chiefs or the Chiefs and Bills?
no, the Chiefs, just the Chiefs. I mean, they're a split roster. You got half of them over here with Travis Kelce with the Swifties, you know, about having a panic attack. And then the other half, you got over here, they might say one word about Trump and then they get X'd. So, I don't know who's cheating for them. You know what? When you combine both those groups, it's a lot of ratings, I bet.
Oh, it is a lot of ratings.
There's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy
I feel like
solved.
it's always been that way.
Conspiracy solved.
The
Taylor
Eagles look
Swift.
like the best team the last few weeks, but the way things are going.
Did they have... Now, we ended up going up to the church last night, so I missed the whole second half
Of the
of
Eagles
the
game.
Eagles game and the whole first half. of the Bills and Chiefs, but my phone popped up there and said the Eagles had 7 rushing touchdowns.
They just wear on you. I don't know how they don't score
I
every
saw,
drive.
I saw
No,
Barkley
either.
get the first 2. Did he? He didn't get all 7, did he?
No, he got 3. Hurts got 3, and then Will Shipley, their, I guess, third, fourth string guy got 1.
They got weapons everywhere, though.
Yeah.
They got a great tight end, 2 or 3 good running backs, a good running quarterback, and 2 stud receivers.
And it amazes you that some games, like the Green Bay game, they score 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Who wins our deal? Oh my gosh, I just messed
Go
your
ahead.
phone up.
I don't know who wins. Was that the college one?
Oh no.
Oh, you filled that out?
Oh yeah. Well, none of mine.
I don't think anybody's champions are.
I think nobody wins.
At least here, Tyler had the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but he had them losing. This is pitiful.
We'll give it to
Tyler,
Tyler.
you win.
Yeah.
Cool.
You went further, Tyler.
Me and you tied to college. Now Tyler's won the. You know what this is setting up?
March
Winner
Madness.
take all March Madness.
My team, I got
See?
my team on Saturday.
We might actually pick Duke for once. So
We
I
mean
don't
for
know.
once. How about forever? I pick
Right.
Duke every year.
See, that's why they lose every year. You pick them every
No,
year.
they've won 5 times, which is more than anybody else in my lifetime.
Well-
except maybe Connecticut.
Well, when you shoot 20% from the free throw line, it's not that good, is it?
Tyler, don't mess with my logic. I can't pick against them.
Start picking Carolina. That way they won't ever win one.
They ain't
You
gonna
may
be
be
in
onto
it.
something.
They ain't
See?
gonna be in it.
They play Saturday.
They're in a
Yeah,
fight
they do.
with Boston College.
They're in a fight with everybody.
They
Have they
suck.
won?
They suck.
Have they won an ACC game by double-digit margins?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
I think
what.
Cal.
They'll
maybe.
probably win one Saturday against Duke.
I watched
Probably right. That's always how it
They're
goes.
saving up.
I watched a bunch of games on Saturday, and there is a huge issue with teams ahead at the end of the games getting the ball in bounds. Nobody can get the ball in bounds. It's crazy.
I
That
had
makes
a
sense if you think
meltdown
about it. You've
with
got
that
5
Kansas game.
defenders on the floor and only 4 offensive players. The odds are in your favor.
What are your opinions on that Kansas debacle?
Well,
I missed all that.
Carolina had it all, but I mean they were trying to lose to Boston College, and Boston College did not get the ball in bounds 3 times in the last minute.
Wow.
3 times.
So you missed the Kansas.
Hey, you want to
situation?
hear about my shout out?
Shout out.
Shout out. Is that how you say
Yeah,
it these
shout
days?
out.
Is that what the young people are saying? Shout out. Shout out. I'm gonna say shout out.
That's new.
Shout out.
I'm
to
making
Buchanan.
up something. Shot out of a cannon. Breezy Savage. Give it up for Breezy. Senior day at Covenant, which is about 3 hours away, depending on who's driving. But I took Ted with me. We went down and saw our player last. Well, they've got more home games, but they tried to do senior day on a Saturday. And let me just explain to you how well liked that child is. First of all, huge family support. She's got 15, 20 people there that's related to her. Me and Ted are there. And then these people that she's met while she's been going to school there. There's like a Hispanic family that they're really involved in soccer, and I think she's done some coaching down there, some soccer stuff. Just, like at a Parks and Rec
Mhm.
type deal. So, I mean, these people are in love with her. And then she's coaching a little basketball team. Like these 10-year-old kids, and they're all at the game. And everybody's just screaming Breezy the whole time. It was great. It's great to see that she's went there and made such an impact. And they won the game. They killed that team. So that's where I was at Saturday, boys. Y'all can sit around and watch TV all day if you want to, but I had stuff to do.
So you didn't see anything
I
about
didn't
the
see
Kansas
nothing.
game?
I didn't see Duke play. I saw the second half of Tennessee.
They don't feel like a Bill Self-like coach team. I
So
don't feel
we'll
like
give you
that.
some context. With a minute left in the second half, Kansas is up by 6. Well, they give up the lead and they go to overtime. In overtime, they have a pretty good showing. They're up by 6 with 18 seconds. DeJuan Harris goes to the free throw line. You make one, it's over. He misses
3
both.
possession game. Make one.
He misses both.
Hmm.
Houston goes down and hits a 3
Okay.
with about 6 seconds left.
Then no timeout. Then they just throw it to them.
Kansas can't get it in
Did Kansas
bounds.
have a timeout?
Yeah, they had one. They called one.
They did?
Yeah, Kansas called the timeout because they
You
couldn't
sure?
get it in bounds. Yeah,
Oh.
and then when they go
Yeah, they
back
did.
out onto the floor again, they still can't get it in bounds, and he forces one, throws it away. Houston player steps back to the 3-point line. Both Kansas defenders shy away, leaves him wide open. 3 ties the game. They go into double overtime. Kansas misses 2 of their first 3 free throws. Houston can't miss a thing.
Hmm.
Up 6 points with a minute left in the second half. and up 6 with 18 seconds left in overtime. Ken Palm had them a 99.6% chance to win that game with 18 seconds left, and they lost.
Never over.
It is never over.
Wow. Big Saturday.
Also, shout out Robert Starnes for last week.
Yeah.
Pulled a lot of views in for you. I think it was a new setting, yeah.
You're kidding.
2.3 thousand last week.
I bet people
Robert
looked at it and
Starnes.
they were like, hey, there's them 3 idiots. But wait, there's extra people and they're in a different place.
I think so too.
Let me watch 10 seconds of this, figure out what's going on. I bet that's what happened.
2.3.
I hope it brings in a lot more.
2.3 million?
Well, I wish. I hope it brings in a lot more business for Starnes Barbershop too.
He does a good job.
I think whenever you do shows or interviews in different settings, it brings a lot more eyes on things.
Yeah.
Because
We'll
I've
move this
noticed
thing
that.
around, boys. We'll move it around.
Because whenever I've done shows in different settings and you get like a new backdrop or something, a lot more eyes go to it for some reason.
Hey, you know
And I
something?
completely understand it.
I pulled this up and watched it one time on YouTube. It was over the Thanksgiving break, I think. Everybody at my house was gone, doing something, shopping. So here I'm at home doing laundry. And I thought, I'll pull that up and listen to how stupid we sound. So I pull it. Now that I pulled that up, when I go to YouTube,
Pops
I'm
up
getting
there.
everybody's.
I noticed something when I walked in here and it's missing.
What's missing?
That jacket's not up there this week.
I put it over there. I was tired of it being
I
in
see
the
it.
background.
Oh, it's not that one?
No, I wore that one today. That's the one that's here. Hey,
It's
cool.
kind of a background staple to this,
It
this
is.
show.
It's school. Sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
It may be a little warm outside. You come in here, you're freezing to death. So I've got me a spare jacket. I didn't need stuff like that when I was your boys'
I
age.
got my whole closet in there in mine. We
North Green's
we
stuff.
couldn't
Sam
even
lives
shut-
out of his office there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enough nonsense. We better talk about the Lakers. No, I'm just kidding.
What'd they do this
They are
past
doing a
week?
little
They
better.
beat the Warriors, didn't they?
They beat Boston first. Don't skip over that like it didn't happen.
I'd like to skip over that one.
Boston went down. There's something wrong there.
There is something wrong there.
Something wrong.
It feels like you said about Kansas. It doesn't feel like
No,
Well-
I think Boston's just sleepwalking right now.
you think so?
Yeah. Kansas, I just don't think it's very good.
I don't either. And it's shocking too because at the beginning of the season that was one team that I even personally said if they don't make it to the Final Four there's an issue
I've watched
because
them.
you're playing with
I've watched him
Two
twice. That old
fifth-
boy,
Dickinson.
he ain't even trying.
He's same as Philip Kowski last year. There's no desire and no effort to play basketball in his heart.
I mean, he rebounds. He's just letting them get it, and then he jogs barely down the court.
Double overtime down like 4 or 6 within the last few seconds of the game. If you get that, you could put it up and potentially make it a game considering what Houston just did.
He ain't trying.
Dude doesn't even try. He gets the rebound, fumbles it, throws it away.
They busted on a transfer too. That he was like Big Ten Player of the Year last year at AJ Store or something like
Yeah,
that. He's
I know you're
averaging
talking
about 4 points a game for him.
I don't know what it is about that team, but you have. I looked at it when they played Duke because it was so unfair. I think they have 3 seniors, one is a 5th year, maybe 2 5th years, and 2 juniors on that team. So the youngest player on that team is a junior, which would put him at what, 20, 21 years old? And then you've got Duke and teams like that who their oldest player is 20 years old.
So,
So if Kansas doesn't make it to the Final Four, there's an issue there. Internally, I don't know what it is, but that team with the experience they have, they need to go further than what they're probably projected to go right
I know
now.
old Bill Self, he'll have it rounded and shit.
oh yeah, they'll figure it out. They'll win the Big 12 tournament. Okay. Here's your dilemma. You've got a franchise stud, Steph Curry.
Did you see his interview?
No, but let's see if it lines up with what I'm going to ask.
Okay.
They're under 500. They're in danger of not just missing the playoffs. They might miss the play-in tournament to get to the playoffs. You want to get him some help. Nobody seems to be wanting to do any favors for the Warriors. Lakers get the same treatment. So, does one franchise or the other throw the other one a bone and say, go finish your career with this other one? We're going to load up on your draft picks. So you're going to benefit now, we're going to benefit later. I mean, do you ever get to that point, or are you just content to ride this thing out?
Are you speaking of the Lakers Warriors making
You
a
could
trade?
you could do it either way. You
With
could
the
get
way
all
the
them.
Lakers are, I wouldn't be surprised because they. You know I don't like LeBron, But seeing how they make their roster moves and their trades, it seems like they throw a lot of their future away to try to get him help now. So it would make sense that they would trade a lot of draft picks to Golden State to try to win while they have LeBron left. Because
And does Golden State owe that to Curry?
That's a good question.
To keep him competitive
That's a
as
good
long as
question.
he's able to.
He said he needs help, and he said he understands not putting in jeopardy the future of the franchise by we got to have something or we can't win pretty much.
And you feel bad if you're him, or if you're LeBron and AD. These guys, they stick microphones in your face, and nobody really wants to take responsibility anymore. I'm sure. I'd love to hear somebody at some point say, I could be better. I need to be better. They're counting on me. But you know what you're hearing?
We need help.
I need help. I need help.
Yep.
Well, you know what you're doing to the other guys in the locker room? You boys ain't good
Bringing them
enough. And you can say, well, I ain't talking about all of them. Well, which ones are you talking about? It just creates I don't know. They'll shut up about it after that trade deadline, but it's getting close. So I thought, man, what's going to happen here?
I liked watching that Nets and Lakers game recently. You could tell in that game, D'Lo and LeBron didn't like each other.
Well, you know what happened? D'Lo missed a shot that would have won the game. Justice was served. Because I don't know how many shots he's took to ruin LA's chances of winning a game. His shot selection was pitiful.
I feel like D'Lo only was ever good when he was with Brooklyn.
He's good.
Everywhere else
He's really, really good.
He came out. Didn't he come out and say something the other day about now he can play free or something? You know what that means? That means nobody yells at you for them dumb shots now.
He's just good when it don't matter. On a Wednesday, here
Playing
and
the
there,
Hornets.
playing the Hornets, he'll have 30. But when it comes right down to it, he don't show.
And he had moments in LA, but he also had some Denver series. So there you go, D'Lo. She's gonna come on there with them announcements here in a minute. That'd probably be a good time.
Fellas, I didn't jinx y'all last week. Y'all didn't lose. Can't blame it on me.
There you
All
go.
right, there you go.
Wins over Cosby and Unaka. We'll jump right into it. As always, are we going to play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first?
Wow.
You're up.
Wow.
Go for it.
Cosby, rough start. They did some stuff defensively to us where they started. They literally changed defenses every time down the court. And that's something I don't know that we were quite prepared for. Something I was hoping we would handle a little better. But I think at halftime it was fairly close. We were able to put some distance there between us in the third quarter. And I was really proud of them for how they finished the game. We've been working on a little Dean Smith four corners there at the end. Take it back to 1985 for Richard Tarlton. My dad gets mad there when they come back at the end, but no, we were able to push it out. Jaden Bailey done a great job on their best player, a kid that's been averaging up over 20 points a game. He held him to 7, so that was huge. Thomas Darnell had his best game. At North Green. I think he had 18 points. I think Tyler had 14 points, hit several big shots for us. It was good to win when I don't think they had been playing great, but I don't think Lawson and Lance really played very good. As far as scoring, I think Lawson's been doing a very good job about assist and getting the ball to everybody. But Lance had an off shooting night, and Lawson had an off shooting night. But we had a couple other guys in double figures, and we held their best players down low. I think we're in the 40s again. So anytime you get a win against a region opponent, that's good. And then I guess Friday night against Unaka, that was a big conference matchup. They came out and they played us a zone. It was almost like a box and one though, because they were playing zone, but they were sticking to Lance.
Make sure you shoot.
Yeah, it took us a while to. We kind of stared at it that first quarter without getting the ball snapping and being aggressive. But once we kind of adjusted to that, I thought we played very well on offense. Lance had 5 threes still. Thomas was in double figures. Lawson was in double figures. We had 4 guys in double figures.
Had 4 in double figures. That's impressive.
We were not very good defensively in the first half. We gave up 30. But in the second half, we kind of held them down there until the end. We turned them over a bunch. I thought our ball pressure was really good in the second half. They had 20 turnovers. We out-rebounded them. We were able to push that up to 13 or 14 again, and then they made some just crazy shots at the end, but we kind of held it at 9 or 10. So it was first time through. We were perfect in league play. So we're hoping to do that the next time through and just keep. I think we're getting better. We got a lot of stuff we can kind of. We got guys coming on. I think. But yeah, I thought. We had 4 guys with double figures, and then we done a better job executing the game plan as far as guarding the second half. I want to shout out Yeshua.
You talked about him in the third quarter with his energy.
Golly, he guarded, and he had a stretch there where he just was very, very disruptive on the defensive end, and that was the same stretch where, the last 4 minutes of the third quarter where we kind of took our lead from 3 or 4 and pushed it up there to 13 or 14. I think he was a spark plug in that. Jaden's continuing to knock down some shots. I really think playing a little JV has really helped him with his confidence shooting. So we're kind of playing well right now. I think there's a few things we can still get better at to hopefully reach our peak here in about a month when it comes tournament time. But good week for us.
I asked you the question the other night, and I'm going to ask Coach, and I'm going to ask it to you again. But you talked about being halfway through with league play right now, and you're 3-0. We won't talk about what you had talked about wanting to do last week when we were in Starnes Barber shop, but you're halfway there. You've got a leg up on everybody. You've got an important game Friday that we'll, of course, talk about in the back half of this interview. But being 3-0 in league play at the moment, holding that number 1 spot, how do you feel right now?
You feel like you still got a lot left. I mean, yeah, you're 3-0, but if you lose Friday, you give all that right back. So, I mean, you really done. It's cool to be, we've won several in a row. I feel like we're playing well. They do those dumb rankings. They put us up there ranked in the state. You're 3-0 and you come. I mean, a lot of that, I'm going to use Nick Saban, that rat poison stuff. I mean, really, you have not really accomplished anything. You got to remind them of that. And I think our bunch has done a really good job of. They're older. They know they haven't accomplished
Lance
anything.
Carrico, Sammy Hamilton, Chloe Parks, come by the
Hear your
office.
voice.
Lance is in trouble.
Lance is probably in trouble now. Anyway, we haven't done anything yet. We got to continue to get better, and hopefully we do it when it matters here in about a month.
Coach, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, take me through it. Cosby and Unaka last week.
Well. Says here we were ahead of Cosby by 3 at the end of the first quarter, and halftime it's 27-20. So the third quarter we had a pretty bad quarter where they outscored us and had one of those double-digit quarters, and then just looking at this, we held them to 2 points in the fourth, and they've got 2 what I think are above average. Like good, borderline great players. And we held one of them to 6 and the other one had 7. So I was very pleased with the defensive effort in that game. We had a fairly balanced attack offensively. Mercy played well again, hit 4 threes and had 12. And then Lauren hit 3 threes and had 11. So we shot it good. And, of course, Hannah had 22 there on the interior, and she even stepped out and hit a 3. So just playing from the inside out.
Look at her percentage at the top.
She shoots it well. She's shooting well over 40%. It may be getting near 50, but she doesn't have near as many attempts as these other girls. But, just playing through her, and then when teams try to take that away, we've been knocking down shots from the outside. Anytime you've got a couple of ways that you can go about scoring, and then you've got a team that's really concerned with getting stops, you'll have opportunities to win. So we were pleased with that home win, and then again, a home win there on Friday in the conference. Again, we held all of their players into single-digit scoring. They had a 9, a 9, a 7, a 6, and a 2. So we held them to 33. I think I looked, in the last 11 minutes of the game, they scored 4. So I think them kids really buckled down and worked hard, and they're very coachable. It's been a very fun year to coach. Of course, Ella had a great game, I thought, against Unaka. She had 18, and Hannah had 19. And it wasn't like the rest of them didn't play well. It's just a different night, different fight. But I like the way that they're just super unselfish. Could care less who's doing the shooting and the scoring. It's just, what do we got to do to win a game here? And some nights it means this kid has to knock down shots, because that may be what they're giving us. And the next night it may be somebody else. So just happy to get out of the week with 2 wins, and looking forward to getting back after it today in practice and 2 more this week.
Same question I asked Coach. 3-0 in league play right now, halfway through. You own that number 1 spot. What's your feeling about that at the moment?
Well, I think the schedule has been favorable for us as far as,
2 home games in the early stretch.
You've probably played the best 2 teams, and those were both at home. So I think we're getting ready to get into the tough part. So I guess we've done what we were hoping to have done, but really until you've gone on the road and won one of those, I mean, Sam will tell you, if you're going to win the league, you cannot just win your home games. You gotta get a tough road win in there somewhere, and you might have to win 2 or all 3 of them on the road. So those are coming up. Of course, we got the 1 home game left with UH this Friday, and then those 2 looming out there in the next coming weeks. So it's good to be where we're at, but it's almost if you're playing for a chance to win the regular season, then this is almost what you've expected. And if you've lost any of these up until this point, then you're scratching and clawing trying to get back in the race. So we're happy, but not satisfied.
All right, break time now. We'll go ahead and cut to a break. And then right after that, we'll talk about the Huskies pair games this week here on Grassroots Media.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Have you heard this? There's a rock and roll version to
If tomorrow all the things were gone,
Wait,
I'm not listening.
it gets better.
and I had to start again with
Just my children and
my wife.
Listen to this guitar.
I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Hey, you ever heard those on the drum?
On the drum?
Get on the drums. Get on the drums. Who sings that originally? That
Lee Greenwood.
Yeah, that's good.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the
Alright,
Baileyton
out
Drug
there
Company
getting
Team
into it.
BB&T, whatever you want to refer to it as show. Presented by Starnes Barbershop. As always, I'm joined here with Huskies head coach Sam Tarlton, Lady Huskies head coach James Buchanan.
You confuse us because I don't know which one you're going first on. You
I gotta
switch.
keep you on your toes. At all times.
That means we have to pay attention. We ain't very good at that.
Hey, we got a little kids tournament this week. Tennessee
The
Blend.
Blend?
Yeah, the Blend. They're up at TNT.
Wait a minute. Miss Williams must not have been aware of this because she scheduled us for bus duty.
Can you
And she
believe
wouldn't have
that?
done that knowing you had to get up early Saturday for a.
Yep. Hey, we're 1 for 1 so far. I usually sometimes I struggle. But
We make it a contest. We have bus duty the same week, and I always check to see who comes first, who gets here first. And last time we had it, Sam beat me 3-2. But there's a little bit of he missed a day. So he said he automatically was disqualified because he forgot bus duty.
Okay.
But then he came back the rest of the week and got like 3 out of 4.
when you miss a day, you gotta be early the rest.
Well, I didn't know if I really won that week or not because he actually won 3-2. But I'm up this week 1-0.
You must have been here early this morning.
I barely beat you. When you come in the door, I just come in.
Okay.
We might have actually pulled in.
I seen your van when I was checking. I was like,
So I win. I'm ahead 1-0.
I did get behind a slow car on Doty's Chapel. Had a big trailer.
Well, I got a slow wife. So
Okay.
there's my excuse.
Wow. Wow.
It just takes time for get ready.
Everybody at my house this morning was on. They were out of school. Washington County out of school.
How's that?
Out of school?
For rain?
Absolutely out.
For
Wow.
a sprinkle?
I thought about when I was leaving, going in there and hollering in their doors and waking
Just waking them up?
You
Yeah.
should have.
I thought about doing that anyway. But I did.
Play that entrance music that we have for our show.
There we go.
At the max levels. All right.
Are the rooms beside each other?
They got 2 rooms right there.
Yeah,
beside
just
each
put a
other.
big old Bluetooth speaker out there.
What we
wanna
do?
mess-
What we do, Tyler? We got this under control out here, so we've got a little time here.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about? Hey, I know. I got a question.
Go for it.
I watched Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, the Royal Rumble's this Saturday.
And I try my best Saturday. I told you Saturday's a long day. I watched the second half of Tennessee. Then I studied for my Sunday school lesson, and by the time I get done studying, it's like 12:47.
Hey, your boys had a big comeback win, didn't they?
Who?
Yeah, they did.
Texas.
I'm gonna get you to tell me about Saturday Night Main Event. Hold on here. Hey, buddy. No, but I'm actually on a TV show right now. Yeah, you're gonna be on it now. All right, is it an emergency? All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, say hello to all the people out there in YouTube land, John.
Hello.
That's my brother, who's also our pastor. I'm in here with Sam, and have you met Tyler Nichols?
I believe I have.
All right, well, I'll call you back here in a minute, but you're on live TV. Except he'll edit this,
Good.
and you may not be.
It'll stay.
He's gonna keep you on here, buddy. You're gonna get us views.
Hey, royalties. Remember the royalties.
All right, we'll throw you 10% of zero,
Make the check out.
which is what we make,
Thanks a
zero.
bunch.
All right, love you, buddy.
Love you.
See you.
Hey, they do a cool thing. I know Coach is talking about something. They do a cool thing on Ball Club Confidential. It's like Tennessee players interviews, and that Austin Price gets them on there. And we should do this next week. I mean, it's gonna be pretty easy for me. I think it would probably be easy for Coach too, because I know who he'd call probably. But they tell him you got to call one person who you know that's gonna answer.
Oh,
And you
okay.
gotta
Wouldn't
put
be
it,
my brother.
and you got to put it on. You got to put it on speakerphone, and then sometimes they'll call and they won't answer, and I think it's funny when they don't. And then sometimes they'll call. One time, this guy called his uncle, and he answered, and he started fussing about playing time. It's pretty fun, but that's a pretty cool little thing.
All right, we'll do it. I don't know who would answer. I'd have to find
See, he
somebody.
calls Susie. She'd answer.
Not when she's here.
She don't answer.
Sometimes she don't.
I'll tell you, he'll answer 100%.
And we have needs. Who?
Richard Tarlton. He'll answer.
Will he?
I think so.
We'll find out.
Yep.
I'm going to find him at church Sundays and don't answer your phone. But last night, I watched the Bills and Chiefs, and then I went to bed. I watched the second half. And I'm laying in bed, and I started the Saturday night main event.
Okay.
So I saw,
I watched a little bit of it.
and I fast forwarded through, I knew Rhea Ripley beat Nia Jax. I knew that was going to happen. Who was the first match?
I think it was it Rhea and
It may have been.
I turned it over there like 15 minutes after
When
the show
I-
started, and that was what was
I
on.
started watching it when Shawn Michaels. Now I was a day late, but they introduced Shawn Michaels, and they were going to come do the contract signing. I passed out, and I had no idea what happened. And then Raw's coming on tonight, so I was going to get you to fill me in.
Okay.
And then we got to make our Royal Rumble picks.
Gives sweet chin music to Kevin Owens.
What for?
Kevin and Cody got like face to face or whatever, and then Shawn tried to break it up, and then he pushed off on Shawn or whatever. So then Cody gave him a.
Did they get the paperwork
super kick.
signed?
I guess so. I watched a lot of the clips that I saw on Twitter because I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the Sheamus and Braun Breaker match. It was good.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did.
Braun Breaker
That was the
won.
first match, I think. Breaker won, or I at least made it through that one.
Braun Breaker won.
All right, wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you what I thought happened, and then you tell me if I'm right. You people will see how good I am at prophesying these WWE events.
Let's hope I know.
I think Gunther beats Jey Uso, but I think there was a little interference with a Fatu or a Tamatonga or a Solo. Am I right?
I can't remember. I know he won the match, but I don't know if
Gunther
there was
won.
interference.
Okay.
I do know that, was it Saturday night? Yeah, that Jacob Fatu destroyed Braun Strowman.
What?
They're building him up strong.
How do you destroy Braun Strowman? That's terrible.
Jacob Fatu's crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
He's crazy. Royal Rumble, who you have winning it?
There's
All right.
another stat. Kansas was 80-1 since 2018 when winning at halftime.
80-2 now.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The pick for the Rumble match or the pick in the other matches too? We need to get Sam in on this. What are they?
I don't even know.
Can you pull them up?
The other matches.
Here's what you're gonna find out. You're gonna pick and have no clue,
And I'll do
and
that.
you'll be just as
better.
good as us.
All right, here
That's
we go.
always how it goes. The ones who don't know what they're
It's
talking
like the
about. always.
NCAA bracket.
Yep.
It is.
You'll have people fill them out that just do
Wasn't
it
the
by.
librarian in on it last year doing good or something like that, a year or two?
Susie
Belcher.
almost won ours 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, she's been bad for 2 years. It was Miss Belcher.
Yeah.
No,
Librarian.
Susie almost had it 2 years ago. I
Was
think
it-
she had
was it
like
Susie?
3 or 4 Final Four picks almost correct.
Yeah. She asks what the mascots are and what colors they are and what the coach's name is and
Well, by God, it worked.
stuff don't really matter, but apparently
It's the big 2025, correct.
2025 Royal Rumble.
All right.
Is it in Lucas Oil Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Does Pat McAfee make an appearance in the
Is that
match?
Indianapolis? Is that where
yeah.
that's at?
Yeah. All right.
Men's
Is
Royal
there
Rumble.
any way you give Sam just like a who's in it, and maybe he can just take a stab and
Roman Reigns.
it's a 30-man. You got to throw him over the top.
Okay, Roman Reigns.
Have you seen the Royal Rumble before?
Yeah.
It's the best match.
Roman Reigns he's got our song, so he's high up there.
You going with him?
No.
You're not going with him? You got Roman Reigns, John Cena,
All right, you boys
CM
work that out. I'm
Punk.
gonna take another call here. Hello?
Is that one on the Bluetooth? No.
I'm actually doing
Jey
my
Uso,
grassroots
Drew
interview. You're on
McIntyre,
YouTube right
Seth
now.
Rollins, Rey Mysterio.
He said, "How you fellas doing?"
Doing well.
Good.
We're doing good. Hey, let me call
Who
you
you
back
rolling
here.
with?
Hey,
Say the names one
all
more
right,
time.
see.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn.
I feel like y'all were talking about this the other day, and you said it wasn't going to be Roman Reigns. Is that right? No?
We still gotta wait and see.
Luke Light reports.
Cause I don't know. He might pick Roman. I don't know.
Ain't it like John Cena's last 2 Raw or something?
It's his last Royal Rumble. Yeah.
So he won't win it either. Or maybe will. I'll go John Cena just cause.
You're going John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, I'm curious to hear yours.
I'm rolling
Pick.
with John too.
Are you serious?
I think it's too. It's not obvious because it is just the way that everything's set up. Who you going with?
CM freaking Punk.
CM Punk?
Yeah.
See, I don't think they rush.
I don't want him to win, but that's who I think.
You don't like CM Punk, do you?
I ain't the biggest fan.
I like CM Punk. I don't think they rush Roman versus Cody 3 too quick.
No.
They don't rush it too quick, so I don't feel like Roman wins this year. But the exciting part about the Royal Rumble too is that they build up WrestleMania so well with it. So
do all like the little no names get thrown out first? And then
yeah, pretty much.
and then
They're
it
just
goes-
filler.
it gets down.
But the cool part
when
about
you
the
get
Royal
down
Rumble,
to the last 5 or 4, sometimes 6, it could be any of them, and that's when it
what's
gets
cool
pretty
too
good.
is you'll have legends from years past that'll make surprise
Is
appearances.
The Rock coming this time?
We don't know.
Now that is what I'm holding off for, because that changes everything. But if he does, that'll be something nobody sees coming. So I guess you can't really pick that up front, because I don't think he'll be one of the 30. He might put himself in it there later. I don't know. But I'm gonna say CM Punk.
CM Punk, John Cena.
I need to change because I don't want to have the same as yours.
Maybe I'll change.
Okay, you change it. I picked him first.
Pick The Rock.
I don't know if The Rock will be in it. I'm interested to see if he will be in it. But I don't think Roman wins it too quick. But I feel like CM Punk and John Cena are 2 really good options. Who would... Well, he doesn't know. Who would you think...
I like Rey Mysterio Jr. from when I was little.
I like Ray.
him.
Yeah.
He's still in it.
Who do you think that Punk would fight? Cody? Because you don't picture Gunther losing anytime soon, right?
Oh yeah, he might drop it.
You think so?
I don't know. They can go
I
so
don't
many
know.
different ways. What's some of the? Well, you gotta make a pick
So if
before
I
we move
can't
on.
go with John...
They owe
Did
Rock.
y'all do the
something.
Saturday show? I seen that.
I wanted to... Yeah, we
Is that
did
the
that.
first
did
time
really
you
well.
did-
It's the first time in a long time, yeah.
Okay.
Who did Saturday?
We did one at Pizza Inn.
Seen
We
it.
didn't get him back.
No.
Last week was probably our best week viewership-wise from Grassroots. We had over 12,000 views, 13,000 from every show last
Golly,
week.
you boys raking in the money. Sam, when did they write them checks to the coaches
I don't know.
at the show?
Hey, so we got 2,300 on Facebook. Do we get more on you? Is that separate?
Oh, you get way more on Facebook.
Okay.
YouTube doesn't draw as much.
No, when I look at it
Facebook,
on
everybody
YouTube,
loves-
it'll say we have like 5 views. And
Yeah.
I'm like, our show
We had
sucks.
6.6 thousand followers on Facebook. Need to bump that up. That's a bad combination of numbers. But we have it's about 6,500 on Facebook, and we have about 600-700 on
It'll
YouTube.
surprise
so-
you of the people who do watch. There's some people who
People walk up to me and they
Yeah.
say something about watching our show, and I'm like, what? You don't do that to yourself, do you?
The
I was
crazy
thinking-
ones I always talk about is when I go up to Cloudland or Hampton. Never fail somebody comes up to me. I'm like, man, y'all actually tune in every week?
They like us.
What was that set of guys from, where was it, Hampton?
Hampton,
that
yeah.
they
they order a pizza and go
Yeah.
watch it. What in the world?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Make a pick, Tyler. Come on. Quit
Uh,
being so indecisive. Who's winning the Rumble?
man.
Go ahead and go with Jacob Fatu since they're pushing.
No.
They're pushing him big.
Wild card pick, Jey Uso.
Okay, no chance.
I don't think he has a chance either, but
All right,
I
now
can't
what
pick the
about
same as either of you two.
Cody versus KO.
Well, first, let's do women's Royal Rumble, since we're on the Rumble matches.
Oh, I ain't even thought about that.
The women's Rumble.
Oh,
See, I'm not as in touch with WWE this time of year because I get too enthralled in football and basketball. So, I don't know.
oh,
what
I
they're
know
trying
who's
to
winning
set
the
up.
women's Royal Rumble.
Who you think?
Charlotte Flair.
Dang it, you stole my pick.
You can pick it too.
Dang it.
She's coming back, I think. No. She may not, but
Who's got the SmackDown title right now?
which one's Ripley got? Is she Raw?
Oh, it's Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Nia Jax is winning it.
Nah.
They'll have a rematch with Tiffany.
All right, Cody and KO.
Cody and KO.
Who's Gunther fighting? Is he fighting at this?
Mm-mm. Cody and KO. What is up with Gunther? That's a separate conversation. Has it just been me, or has his championship reign been really lackluster?
Well, he's not had too many title defenses.
He's not. The first Raw on Netflix, he didn't even appear.
Yeah.
All he had was this little promo, and that's the show's champion.
Yep.
That felt odd to me. But Cody came out there, and Cody's on SmackDown. I don't know. Anyway, Cody KO, Cody.
Yeah. I think Cody.
Cody or KO, who you going with?
Cody Rhodes is a girl.
No, he's a guy.
No, we've done moved on.
We're on this one.
We've moved on.
Okay. I don't know. Cody Rhodes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
DIY.
I'm gonna go with Motor City Machine.
I think Motor City.
Just because I like that name.
I like Motor City. You never watched them, did you?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them just here in the last few weeks.
Man, you missed their heyday in TNA. They were good.
pretty good now. What else we got?
They've been good for 20 years. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's it.
Them rumbles take so long. I mean, somebody comes out every 2 minutes.
Oh, it takes.
And there's 30 of them.
Oh, it takes an hour plus. Yeah. So.
Both of them, the women and the men.
Here's the names that have been announced. Not been many, so that leaves room for a lot of surprises. LA Knight, John Cena, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura. Women's match: Nia Jax, Bailey, Charlotte Flair, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan.
She came to Rick.
It's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Did you see her promo?
Mm-hmm.
She's
coming back.
Well, not only is she coming back, she don't even look like the same person.
Oh, does she not?
Did you not notice that?
I saw that something about
my
it.
family, my daughters and my wife are great at that. She's
noticing.
had work done, and they'll tell you what she's had done.
I don't look, so.
No, I'm not talking about from the neck down. But she's had.
No, I'm talking about facial features. I don't look and
I can't even tell
recognize.
if you get a haircut or not half the time.
All right, now what we got to do? Talk about our teams, our basketball teams, the whole purpose of this program.
Yeah, I guess so. We don't have anything else.
We got 7 minutes. Coach got lunch now.
Oh, gosh.
We got Cherokee and UH. Cherokee tomorrow night at the TP.
Chiefs and Bucks.
UH here at home for another very
Tampa
important.
Bay
Won't
this
they do
week.
Big H barbecue at home games?
I hope so, because I've missed out on
they
this.
don't. They don't.
That's good.
I'll tell you what we need to do.
Just need to go there.
Let's call Big H.
Pre-game spread.
Probably not pregame. You reckon we can go over and have something picked up, ready for us when we're done?
We should do that. That's good, Coach. It's really good.
All right. It's a deal. We're gonna call in Big H barbecue tomorrow night.
When you getting it?
I'm gonna eat it during Sam's game. I don't know what he's gonna do. Sam might eat it during Sam's game.
I may.
Be over on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who's going first?
Wonder if Roger or Calvin's driving tomorrow. They'll swing that bus over there during the games. Go pick it up for us.
That's really not far away. It's like
Calvin
2 minutes.
was high on that when he
All right.
went last time. Them nachos are good.
So
Yeah,
I'm supposed to get the nachos.
Well, I like the sandwich.
Sandwich, nachos, pulled pork plate. It's all good. You can't go wrong with it.
Now, normally my sides on a barbecue, I'm straight up coleslaw baked bean guy.
Well, they had that. They had 3. Now, I really enjoyed their potato salad. I thought
I like potato salad.
They had the 3 choices. I think over there were baked beans, potato salad, and coleslaw.
And you get all 3?
Well, no, you could there.
If
You
you're
could
a
do
fat
whatever
guy
you
like
wanted
me.
to there. And there's banana pudding. You could do anything.
Yeah, they did have banana pudding in the
pudding.
fridge. Yeah,
That's the deal breaker right there. We're in.
It was top notch. Yeah.
it's real good.
Who had to talk first earlier?
Me, so it's you.
So it's me?
Play rock paper scissors again.
Yeah, I suck because I can't even count.
He went to 5. Okay, Cherokee Chiefs. We played them twice. We had to play them in a Thanksgiving tournament, and then we played them a home game already.
Yeah, up there at Granger.
So, so this is our 3rd time playing them, but it's been quite a while. So we were able to pick up some film from a recent game that they played.
Which game?
Am I supposed to tell who I get my stuff from?
I was at a recent game, so I didn't know.
Volunteer?
Nope.
All right.
Not the right one.
Anyway, they love to play zone defense. So we'll have to have all of our, we'll review all of our sets today and some of our zone continuities just to make sure we don't become too one-dimensional. We want to be able to throw them some different looks. But I think they're the type of team that's young but have gotten better throughout the course of the year. So I think it's going to be a challenge over there. They've played us tough twice up until about, there was always a point late in the second quarter, I think, in both games so far, where we were able to push it out to maybe 7 or 8, and then we had a run in the second half that would get it a little higher than that. But man, if you take those 2 runs out of those games, they play right there with us. So we're looking forward to just preparing today and then playing tomorrow. And then UH on Friday, I've not heard yet if they're going to have their full complement of players. Last time we played them, they were down a guard.
He said
their
at
guard.
that meeting, Herman said at that meeting that he don't think so. But
if she's not back, then we'll be able to just watch film from when we played them. But if she's back, my kid's got to be familiar with her because I think she's just an 8th grader. going to be a really good player for UH. So it's kind of hard for me on Mondays to talk about them Friday games because we kind of do this one day at a time deal. So sorry I ain't got no more than that. But those are our two games.
For tomorrow.
And then I'm going to give you this, Tyler, because we've made some changes.
Coincidentally, I was going to ask for one when I came in here.
Look here. So we've got all the changes. We even went back. Like the original schedule would just say that we were playing in the Ladies Classic or we was playing in the Big H barbecue thing. I went back and actually filled in the names of the actual teams we ended up playing. And then I've also been able to update the JV games as far as we've had a lot of JV girls cancellations. And I can't even get upset about that because I've not had one in 2 years. So I was probably the school that everybody was complaining about. Well, they don't even have JV girls, you know. So we're not upset about that. I just hate the fact that if this plays out like it's supposed to, we're going to end up playing about 12 games, which is better than 0, but it's nowhere near what we wanted. But anyway, that's my gift to you today, everybody. Brand new schedule. Should take us through if we don't have any more weather. That's all I got, Sam.
Cherokee, like the girls, the boys they're a young team, and man, they kind of go and if you look at them, they'll play 2 or 3 really good games, and then it seems like they take off for a game or two. But I think they're playing a lot of young kids who are getting valuable time, and I think they're going to be good. I mean, they're good part of the time right now, but I think they're going to be really good in next year or maybe at the end of this year. But they got a lot of talented young guys. I think they come over from Bulls Gap, had a really good. I think they maybe played for the state title in middle school last year. But man, they're hard to prepare for because they play like man, 2-3, 1-3-1, 1-2-2. They press you out of every press, every create. I mean, it's just a hard scout and hard. I mean, they run and jump you just out of nowhere. I don't know. So we're gonna have to, if I remember right, got to handle all those defenses, and then they go to the offensive glass really, really hard. So we got to do a good job about that. And I'm like Coach. I mean, we're familiar with University High, and that's a big game for us. But I try not to talk too much about it before we get this Cherokee.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. Lord, help me. I forget. Today, I think it's today, to do everything. One day at a time. That's the name of that song. It's old. Tyler, that's older than me. And I'm old. One day at a time, sweet Jesus.
There you go.
I got lunch duty, everybody.
You're right on time. It's 11:30 on the dot.
That's beautiful. Worked out perfect.
Emma Peters, come to the guy's office, please.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
How long you had that Magic Johnson pennant? People in here, people that watch this don't even know about it.
Probably since about the late 80s.
That's cool.
Yep. That was in my old bedroom at my old house back when we lived in that double wide down the road from where Mom and Dad built.
That's pretty cool.
We moved into that new house in 92.
We've told you all the stories about me. Coach Buchanan took me to his house, and he showed me all the old All-Star games when I was younger.
Yeah, I had them on VHS.
He's part of getting me in this basketball stuff.
Look at that.
Come full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Now I get to.
I saw him in. He's going to see me out.
All right, that's it for this week's show. Thank you for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company, TMB, BT, whatever you want to refer to that show. Presented by Starnes Barber. Look forward to seeing you next time here on
One day